Hi everyone. I apologize. I was talking along and realized it had cut me off on a part of the Module 4 assignment. So let me finish up this telling you exactly what to do. So I had went over the component one. This is in your systems approach, human existence, and universal energy assignment. And so I told you in component one about the 6 bullet points you need. In component two is your resources. And what you're going to do, you'll see this on the screen there. You're going to share 2 resources in this assignment. And so in books, you can look up in the scholarly articles from a website where you find that they're using the systems perspective, or they're telling about the systems perspective using Roy, King, or Newman, or it can be a combination of them. And you're just finding some information about them where they're applying that theory or model from the systems perspective. And then find another resource. It can be a scholarly book, scholarly article, or a website. And you're going to find where they're using or applying the human existence or universal energy viewpoint using Rogers, Newman, or Parse, or a combination of them. And you're going to provide a brief summary of each of the resources in a narrative format. So write it out. It can be 1 or 2 paragraphs, and tell about the benefit of this resource for you, for the reader. So how do you see that a resource that you're reading? It could be maybe a scholarly article where they're telling about it and they've used that resource to apply it to a DMP project, or they've used it to use one of these applications to the clinical practice setting or something like that. Just some way that you found them applying this and you think that this resource would be helpful to either you or to your peers. And so write that up, and you'll cite it in the write-up that you use, and then you will put a reference at the end of it. So you'll have a resource from each perspective there. Then the last part is where you're going to apply it, and it's worth 30 points. And this is where you're either going to give an example from the systems approach or an example from the human existence universal energy view. So choose one or the other. And then what you're going to be telling about is in your roles and functions as an advanced practice nurse, to influence your theory-based advanced nursing practice, how could you apply one of these approaches? And so provide clear examples from the reading which connect with your future plans. And so think about your practice, what you're wanting to do in the future, and how one of these approaches could be applied to your future practice as a DMP graduate. It can be one or the other, and just do it in a narrative format, but provide examples there of what you think, or how you think you could use that. Then you'll see at the bottom you have 10 points for correct grammar and spelling, the use of in-text citations to support your ideas. You don't have to have a title page. Several of you like to do that. You won't be counted off for the use of that. And then be sure that you list your references at the end. So I hope that you find this very useful for you. I'm hoping that by the exploration of several of these different approaches and theories and viewpoints that you'll get some ideas of how to apply some of these to your phenomena of interest and then to your DMP project.